The Real Morgan, featuring King Rexy. Let's jump right in. Can you beat Kingdom Rush on Veteran with just level 2 towers? Take it away.
Starting off with first level, level 1. What do we have here? Nothing of interest. I mean, look at this. Not even no towers required on Veteran mode. How disappointing. Let's move on to level number 3. So, what do we have here? Pretty much the same thing, the only difference is that now we can actually use towers because, as you know, the challenge is beating Kingdom Rush with level 2 towers. And yeah, there's definitely a difference, it is a little bit easier, but you know, it's already been easy, so why add towers, man? Why do it without towers? So that way there can actually be a challenge, because I mean, look at that. No problems whatsoever. And Malik is doing pretty good, even though he only got to level 6, it's respectable. So, on level 5 I decided to switch up to Illyria because, why not? I mean, Illyria is not a terrible champion, don't get me wrong, she is alright and all, but I don't want to use Tenchi yet. I know that he is just OP and all, but I haven't really played with him that much. I think I only have like 3 or 4 games with Tenchi as of this moment, which, you know, it sounds like it's so little because, you know, Tenchi came out like what feels like a short eternity ago, but I don't really want to play with him for the majority of my part of the video because obviously I don't want to use the OP hero all the time. So I decided to stick up to Illyria and Malik for the most part. I wasn't really feeling Jero today when I was recording this, at least. I wasn't really in the mood to play with him. So I used mostly Malik and Illyria, and for the most part Malik was doing alright, especially on this level. We have a nice little choke point here. But even though it gets broken occasionally, we have enough towers to the point where it doesn't really matter if it gets broken or not, we just destroy everything. Now moving on to this level, that one was actually a little bit more challenging than I expected. As you can see, we got to wave 19 with somewhat of an ease with Illyria. But then the boss came and I realized that there is a problem. Look at these wolves. They're slowly but surely pushing, and that's gonna be a problem. And when you add the Yetis on top, with the low damage towers, it gets pretty bad. Yep, it is bad. We may have a problem here. And yeah, we have, look at that. Illyria died. Disappointing. We all know what that means. We need to do it again. There we go, second try. We'll see how this is gonna go. Hopefully the second time it's gonna get a little bit better. And yeah, we'll see. Hopefully Illyria is gonna be pretty strong. Hopefully she's gonna be like Irelia. Now, no, I'm not mispronouncing her name, this is a champion from League of Legends, and she is pretty OP, not gonna lie. I faced off against her many times before, and she is a beast. She can shred almost everyone. And Illyria, sadly, is the exact opposite of Irelia. But maybe she will be able to pull it off this time. Last time, yeah, it was a little bit scuffed, but this time I have a faith in myself. Even though the Yeti took like a little bit longer than expected to die, it doesn't matter. We got to the boss again, and let's see. Can we pull it off again? Can we do it? Can we kill the boss? Alright, it was a little bit scuffed. But come on, come on! Oh no, look at that. Look at that, we're running into another problem. Look at these wolves. Look at how they're running. And I have no reinforcements. So, if that was like Tenchi, I think we would have won, but yeah, it's Illyria, so you know what's gonna happen. We lose a life, which means all over again. So, let's roll the next video, shall we? There we go, now I'm finally using good old Tenchi. And even though I'm not quite sure how his mechanics work, I know that he is stupendously good. True damage basic attacks, summoning mini rain of fire every now and then, and he can turn into this mega WWE wrestler form, which makes him invincible to damage and induce area damage. It's just so many things about Tenchi, man. I really like him. Sure, is he like the most OP champion ever seen? If we're talking about like 3 champions, then yes, he is by far the best one. But I don't think he is as strong as Ignis. He may be better than Elora, but I think Ignis is better just because of his pure damage output. But if we're talking about durability, then Tenchi definitely takes the cake. Alright, this time as you can see it went much smoother because Tenchi OP. And yeah, on the last level I'll probably use Tenchi as well because why not? Let's have some fun for the last one, shall we? The boss dies and we're moving on to this level. Which originally I thought it was gonna be hard, and towards the end it was a little bit difficult because we have a lot of necromancers, a lot of you know, low to mid-tier enemies, and as you can see here, we got a pretty big horde of, what would you call them, demon hounds, which, don't worry, it got annihilated, and Tenshi's doing alright. And yeah, for the most part, I would say the challenge is not too difficult. I would highly recommend you to try it out yourself if you want to test out your skills. I would say this challenge is pretty decent for that. It's not like super hard, sweaty, try hard type of challenge, but if you're like a medium-sized, let's say you're, how do I put it? Let's say that your challenge level is about medium. I would say this challenge is a medium difficulty. It's not like easy, but it's not like stupendously hard or anything. And yeah, Tenshi, what can I say? Tenshi OP, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this beauty. He's just annihilating everything. He's like a unstoppable force of nature. If that's I think the best way to describe him. Unstoppable force of nature. And yeah, even though he can die, it's pretty hard for him to die. 50% armor and a good amount of health. And true damage means that he's gonna have a hard time dying. So yeah. And yeah, guys, well, that's my part of the video. Let's see if Morgan is going to be able to beat Vezdan. So let's get to his part.
Well, good job, King Rexy. Let's see if I can beat my half. So we start out fighting this giant juggernaut. Not too many problems. I've done this way very many difficult ways before. And utilizing every type of level 2 tower. Just kidding. I used all magic. You really think I'm going to have like an advanced strategy here? Victory. Easy peasy. Japanesey. And then we have our Tenshi. Man, this guy is freaking growing on me. It's funny to see how King Rexy went through a lot of the same processes in developing his viewpoint on Tenshi. Because the more that you use him, the more that you realize he's just absurd. His teleporting is amazing because he can go from here to there insanely quickly. It's not like a slow teleport like Brave Bark has. Victory. And Tenshi frickin', he has his area attack and his invincibility when he's in beast mode. But really, that little rain of fire you just saw on the screen right there, that is where he shines. And then he has his AoE stun. So he kind of has the best traits of a lot of heroes combined. Pretty insane. We're already on the freaking last level. Now he's giving us a rain of fire very regularly, and when you're level 10, it's insane. Insane enough where, look at this. We destroyed Vezdan, like, without even trying. You just put up a barrack right there to let him die, and wow, Tenshi OP. Oh yeah, so can you beat Kingdom Rush on Veteran with just level 2 towers? Well, with King Rexy, absolutely. So, thanks a lot, man. That was super fun. What can I say about this? I think it's worth trying on level 1 towers officially. Maybe even just like a level 1 archer, magic, or artillery. We'll see how that goes. Now I'm knee deep in that challenge and it's killing me. More on that later.